Rachel and I have a lot of things coming up in April, so here is kind of a coming attractions list to the Spinner Dodge channel. 2 days from now, we are going to ride up to our local Indian dealer, Fort Worth Indian Motorcycle, for the launch party of the Chieftain Limited and the Chieftain Elite. I don't know if they'll have a Chieftain Elite there or not, but the Chieftain Limited is the new version of the Chieftain. Basically has a 19-inch front wheel, and it has the fender valances cut out with contrast cut wheels, and it's only available in the gloss black. And the Chieftain Elite has a hand-painted hard candy red two-tone on it, and it is actually pricier than a Roadmaster. The Indian website says $31,999 on that one. The Chieftain Limited is $500 more than a regular Chieftain, which that one's not too bad. And then we're just going to hang out there for a little bit, you know, not a very long bit. See the new bikes, register to win a new one, because you can do that apparently at the Indian launch parties. And then we're going to go with the members of the Fort Worth Indian Motorcycle Riders Group up to Texas Motor Speedway. It's a NASCAR race weekend up there this weekend. And as part of the festivities of the NASCAR race, the Legends cars are going to be racing on the little 1/5 mile oval that's behind the big version of Texas Motor Speedway. And they call it Little TMS, L''IL TMS. The owner of Fort Worth Indian Motorcycle races a Legends car, sponsors a Pro Legends car, and Fort Worth Indian Motorcycle is actually sponsoring the Legend car race that's happening this week. It's actually a 5-part race, and on Saturday when we go, it will be the 5th and final round. So while we're there, as representatives of the local Fort Worth IMRG, we're going to be able to have special parking in the pits with all the race cars. We'll be able to watch the races from the pit grandstands, which are, you know, pit bleachers basically. And all of the Indian motorcycles that go get to do 2 things. We get to take a parade lap around Little TMS. So I'm hoping to get that on camera. So that'll be that'll be an upcoming video. And I might get some footage of the group right up there, or Rachel and I might just go on our own. There's some construction up on the north side of Fort Worth that I want to avoid, and I don't know if the group is going to avoid that or not. If they're planning on avoiding it, we might go with them. If they're going to go through the construction, well, we'll just leave a little bit ahead of time, and we'll get up there, and I won't get much footage of the other bikes until we're on the track. And then we'll stay for the races. And now the other thing that the IMRG guys get to do is enter a motorcycle show that the Legends racers will be judging and awarding first, second, and third. So that's the day after tomorrow for me, and I have to go drive some Lyft and Uber rides around tomorrow. So I'll have the car. And so this is my last ride until then. So when I get home, both of our motorcycles are going to get a wash and a wax and get them cleaned up as best as I can. So that's number 1. Number 2, next weekend, Friday and Saturday, and I will be able to make both days. Fort Worth Indian again, going back to Fort Worth Indian. Now on Friday it'll just be me by myself, and Saturday Rachel will come along. They are having demo days. I love me some demo days. Demo days gives me a lot of good videos, and it lets me play on motorcycles that I can't afford right now. The last time that I went to Fort Worth Indian for their demo, gosh, that was like 5 or 6 months ago, I took out 8 different bikes, and I got vlogs on all of them, and my microphone sound was terrible, and I only uploaded 2 because they were the 2 that I really wanted to have videos on, which were a Chieftain and a Roadmaster with Indian's new ride command system, so you could see it right in the camera view. But the sound was terrible. It didn't deter though. My Roadmaster video is my second most popular video right now. So I'll probably do those and get some better sound, but I did a lot of demos on the other Indian bikes, and I just had to throw them away because the sound was so bad. So I want to catch those too. I'll go out on a Springfield. I'll go out on a Chief Classic and a vintage. Probably throw a Dark Horse in there if they have one. We'll see what they've got, and maybe they'll have the newest members, the Roadmaster Classic and the Chieftain Limited. I don't really know that they'll have a Chieftain Elite because those are limited production. They're only going to make 350 of them. And why would you take a bike that's in limited production and put it on a demo trailer? Anyway, so there's that. And so that's going to be our adventures that day. The following Saturday, April 22nd, we were going to go on a ride with the Fort Worth IMRG, but instead we're going to be going to a wedding. That's a couple 100 miles away, and we'll be taking more than just Rachel and me, so we might not ride. We might just take the car and have everybody in the car together so we can do all of our chatting and stuff. Rachel is getting over her fear of riding at night, but we did that just a couple of days ago, took a ride home at night. She's been doing a lot more riding ever since she got out on that Softail Deluxe at the Harley demo, and now realizes how light her Honda is. So she's getting much more comfortable and having fun doing it, and that's the most important thing. Understands why people want to do this. But then on April 29th, we're going to try to go on a ride with the Fort Worth chapter of Women on Wheels, which is Rachel's riders group. And their Fort Worth chapter is called the Bling Bling Chicks. Shout out. And they're having a ride up to a really old-timey grocery store called Greenwood Grocery, or Greenville. I think it's Greenwood, but it might be Greenville. I don't know. But we'll go up there and we'll have lunch and then we'll come back, and it's like a 75, 80 mile one-way ride. We'll see if we can get anybody to ride along with us from the group that we can meet up with, because it'd be more fun that way than just going all that distance and meeting up there. But that's what we got coming up in April. I'm definitely going to get video footage going around the little TMS racetrack on Saturday, and I'm going to get footage at Fort Worth Indian Demo Days, go out on a lot of demo rides, and so, just like I did last time on the Harley video, Indian should have a representative of everything there. If there's a vlog that you'd really like to see, if there's a bike that you really want to see me take out, let me know in the comments, and I will oblige, and we'll go from there. I always enjoy doing that, especially because Fort Worth Indian feeds us. That's a great that's a great thing.